Hey guys, how's it going? Ches back again with another episode of the World Cup Squad Series here on my channel and hopefully on the Random FIFA Videos community channel as well. We've of course previously done Cameroon and Mexico. If you're new to the series, basically what we do is we run through each of the countries drawn in the World Cup. Of course the groups were drawn early December, so we're going through Group A at the minute, and then of course we'll work our way all the way through to Group H. And we've done Cameroon and Mexico as we've said before, and those videos are available on my channel and the RFV channel as well. So if you missed those, then feel free to check them. If you're watching on RFV, then of course feel free to check the description for a link to my personal channel as well if you'd like to see more from me. But basically, we're going to go through the squad on the screen. As you can see, it's going through it in the background. We're not going to spend too much time concentrating on each of the players, and then once we get to the gameplay, or once we finish having a look at the squad, we will we'll go through the nation in particular, their World Cup history. Now, the players in the squad, Dejan Lovren in form was very, very good indeed, as was second in form Dario Serna to the right-hand side of him. I haven't actually used his first in form or his normal card, but this particular card was very, very good to use indeed. Vedran Chorluka at centre-back, not the best. The left-back was Bronze Liavac, bit of pace, not really all that of a player. The two centre-mids next to Modric, Kovacic and Sercic, I actually didn't know anything about, but I was pleasantly surprised with both of them. Of course, Luka Modric, everyone knows all about him, extremely good footballer, plays for Real Madrid. And then you've got in form Ivan Rakitic at cam, another very, very good player, especially on the ball. His dead ball situation, his dead ball stats, his passing and his long shot are very, very good indeed. And then up top we've got Olic and Mario Mandzukic, both of course very, very good strikers that play in the Bundesliga. Olic for Wolfsburg, Mario Mandzukic for Bayern Munich. Both Olic's left foot and Mario Mandzukic's right foot are particularly deadly. Both very, very good strikers indeed. But let's cut to their particular World Cup history. So we know Croatia as a nation actually haven't quote-unquote existed for all that long. Of course, they used to formerly be part of the Yugoslavia giant nation before that was individually split up at the beginning of the 90s. But until 1990, they had previously all competed as Yugoslavia, and they had some success with Yugoslavia to some degree, 3 quarterfinals and 1 semi-final prior to the setup of the individual split-up nations. But let's concentrate on Croatia as an individual nation, if we may. And they weren't actually allowed to participate in the qualification for USA '94 because of the political situation with the split up of Yugoslavia, etc. By the time Croatia existed as an independent nation, the qualification for that particular tournament had already started. So their first tournament was actually France in 1998. Now, if you can remember how they did in that particular tournament, although thinking about it, some of you may not have even been born by when that tournament was going, or at least not out of nappies. So if you can't remember, or you don't know, they actually finished third overall in that entire World Cup qualification, which is absolutely superb for a country's first appearance in a World Cup finals. They did so very well in that tournament. I remember watching it as a 10-year-old and being completely blown away by this nation that I'd never even heard of before, probably because it never even existed before, and they ended up finishing third in the whole tournament. Although unfortunately in the latter tournaments in Japan and Korea 2002 and in Germany 2006, they didn't get out of the group stages, and in fact for South Africa 2010 they didn't qualify at all for the competition. So of course they will be raring to go by the time we get round to Rio 2014 in the summer, and we'll have a quick look at some individuals. Of course, Dario Serna, he's playing in this particular squad, and he is the all-time leading cap holder, or appearance holder, perhaps is the phrase. 110 caps he's earned for his country, which is absolutely superb, considering he's probably not been playing for that long. I'm not too sure how old Dario Serna is, perhaps 28, 29. So to have amassed that many appearances for his country already is particularly good. And then of course the legendary striker Davor Suker, who is of course a legend card on Ultimate Team. Unfortunately, I didn't have the money to be able to bring him in, and nobody I know on Twitter was able to had one to lend me him, unfortunately. But Davor Suker is their all-time leading goal scorer with 45 goals in all competitions and of course friendlies as well. And their highest ranking actually in the FIFA World Ranking came just after that third place appearance at France '98. In the FIFA World Rankings of January 1999, they were rated third in the world, as you might expect, having finished third in the World Cup. As I'm recording this, mid-December, they're currently sat 16th in the world ranking, so they're still a pretty good side in the eyes of FIFA and probably the eyes of the footballing world as well. They've still got a couple of very, very good players, especially Luka Modric and Mario Mandzukic. Olic is getting on a little bit, but still can pose a threat up top. And of course, Dejan Lovren is going from strength to strength at Southampton in the Premier League this season, so they're going to be a decent team to play against when it comes to the tournament itself. Of course, as we've covered, they're in the group with Cameroon, Mexico, and of course the hosts Brazil, which we will be covering in next week's episode, so do be sure to come back for that one. But I actually think they're going to come second in the group behind the hosts Brazil. I've previously stated that I think Cameroon will come third, and I think Mexico will come fourth. So we'll have to wait and see how the group, or that group in particular, pans out. But personally, I do believe that Croatia will progress through to the knockout stages of the World Cup. So let me know down below in the comments how you think Croatia will get on, who you think their star man in the tournament will be. Personally, I think it's going to be either Luka Modric or Mario Mandzukic, and of course they'll be looking to Dejan Lovren, like we said, to put in a solid performance defensively in all three group games, try and get them out of that group. But that's going to wrap this particular episode up, guys, so thank you very much for watching. Please do feel free to leave the video a like if you could be so kind, that'd be absolutely superb. And of course, if you aren't subscribed to either myself or random FIFA videos, then feel free to do so. And that is all for this one, so this is the last clip as well, so thank you very much for watching, guys, and I will see you next week.